Hi, my name is H1N1.
I'm a patient of yours. We need to say this is Dr. Karen O'Reilly, chiropractor. We didn't do that last time.
Oh, Dr. Karen O'Reilly. Ta-da! No, so I come to you and I'm very aware, and I've made my choice on what I'm doing with the H1N1.
Right.
And I'm good with that choice, and I'll make that choice again each time that I choose to. But what can I do for me? Because there's just so many products out there. There's so many people promoting different things, and this is not only a propaganda for the pharmaceuticals, an opportunity for them, but it's also an opportunity for everyone else to promote their thing.
Right.
So how do I...
Okay, so that's a great question. In all fairness, the immune system is pretty much controlled by, let me reword that. The immune system is affected by what we choose in our life, okay?
Yeah.
And we've talked about getting enough rest, being one of the main immune boosters, eating properly, so that's some vegetables, some protein, diminishing your sugar, diminishing the milk products. Milk products congest the mucous membranes. Mucous membranes, you want them working overtime during the H1N1. Okay.
Oh, so really, so what, yeah, I've heard that before, but I guess I don't really...
Well, that would be it's not eliminate all milk products, but if you tend to do yogurt at lunch and some cheese, and then you tend to have milk, and you have milk in your coffee, and start looking at what's your diet like.
Okay.
It's not that you have to be on a diet, it's that what's your diet like? Do you actually eat a lot of milk products? And if you do, well, maybe you want to cut those down a bit, because that's what activates the mucous membrane to be more mucousy. Mm-hmm. You're going, yeah, but I need the mucus. Well, actually, you don't really need the mucus. You need well-functioning hair noses. You need a well-lubricated
nose
mouth.
Hair noses? How about my
noses and mouth? But mouth.
How many?
So I love the idea of nose washes with salt water to clean them out.
Okay.
Taking enough oils. I mean, I love that old cod liver oil remedy. Is fantastic for the season. If not, you got olive oil, you got sesame oil, you got all of those. And
oils. They're available in different forms too, because long gone are that yucky cod liver oil.
Yeah, not anymore. They're in capsules, and they're pretty easy to take. You can get them in liquid if you like that. If you do take anything in liquid, make sure you leave it in your mouth so that it has the same effect as nitroglycerin, where the moment it's in your mouth, it hits the brain knows it's getting what it needs.
Oh, really?
Same thing with salt water washes for the mouth, morning and night. Great idea. Some people love to do the Listerine, but really salt water is as effective.
Well, all those fancy things in the pharmacies, even though they're sugary or not, are they still effective enough?
They're still effective enough.
Okay.
Better than nothing.
Okay.
And you just got to remember what works. If you don't do salt water washes in your mouth, or don't ever Listerine, or don't ever do anything of that kind of product, that's fine. This may be the time to add that to make a difference in your oral hygiene, because this is the area that's going to be receiving the droplets that would have the virus in it. Okay,
so if that's the area, and we talk just about hygiene, I can do things around my mouth, I can do things around my nose.
You can do mask.
And then what about my hands?
Oh, hands need Purell and washing. Washing. And by the way, if you Purell your hands 7 times or 10 times, that's great, but don't forget to wash it.
Okay, what's the difference?
Well, the difference is you're Purelling, you're not washing them, right? You're just rubbing some alcohol base that's going to kill the stuff, but it's still sitting there.
Oh, okay.
It's not clean.
Okay.
And keep your hands off your face. Quit nail biting. Don't suck on your fingers. You know how people pick their teeth or pick their nose with their fingers. Get out of that. You need a nose blow? Go blow your nose. You need
I'm just thinking about I'm not going to be...
Go get a toothpick.
I'm not going to be able to drive my car the same way anymore.
Yeah, not here anymore.
So you're saying use
It'll
Kleenex.
Have to be different get some Kleenex in your car. Get some Kleenex in the pocket of your jacket. Blow your nose. That is one of the best things to do.
Even if you don't have a cold?
Even if you don't have a cold, blow your nose so you get it out. When you're coughing, don't cough into your hand.
Okay.
Cough into your elbow. Why? Because first of all, the clothes are going to pick up the virus or any crap that you've got going. And it doesn't go onto your hand. Now you're going to go, nice to meet you, Shireen. You know, the same thing here in Quebec, we kiss cheeks. So, who last kissed your cheeks? That's what I'm going to want to know. And so, that may be less.
Okay, now, if you're talking about kissing now, and people kiss and hug, and whether it be your children or your mother or whomever, you're just, if I'm doing better oral hygiene, if I'm gargling in the morning, if I'm brushing my teeth at lunch, would that be enough?
That would be enough. And be aware.
And be aware.
Nothing takes away awareness. Mm-hmm. Your kids are just coming back from school. Oh, honey, I'm so glad to see you. And now you go make dinner and you're playing with your hands and your food, you know, and you don't wash your hands. Washing your hands before food, before you prepare food. I mean, some of the simple things. If you've been out in a public area, not just the metro, but, you know, where you've been hanging around people who have been coughing, don't go to bed like that. Take a quick shower. Don't cuddle up with your kids when you feel like, ugh. You know, start asking your body, is this a good thing? I mean, that's what I've done after being with people all day long. I come in my house and I go, honey, I love you. 2 minutes, I got to take a quick shower.
It's interesting because a lot of parents in the wintertime don't ask their children to have as many baths or showers because they're concerned about drying out their skin. But in this particular time, I think it's an opportunity for us to revisit that and take
definitely, if you're drying out your skin, I want to know what kind of soap you're using.
Oh.
Okay, and then the next thing is to put sesame oil on while you're in the bath or the shower. Under the hot water, because that gets all absorbed and now your skin's nice and soft.
And doesn't it
doesn't disturb your skin at all, and it's good for you. It's sesame oil, and your body's getting some oils. No, not usually.
Sesame.
Sesame. No.
Okay.
No. You rub it in. You're not going to just pile it on and leave it there. And then, of course, when the kids get out of the bath, you're drying them off, and you know, you just don't have to scrape it. You just wipe it off. Or creaming. That's one of the most nourishing things we can do. Is to actually cream or oil our bodies. So after a shower or bath, maybe one of the greatest things you could do is oil and cream your, and at the same time say, thank you legs for working. Yeah. Thanks for transporting me everywhere I go. In my case, thanks for keeping me standing all day long. Yeah. You know, hey arms, you know, you reach out and touch all kinds of things, right? Yeah. Gratitude is a huge factor in all of this, okay? So that
feels just so great to think that what that would do for your immune system if you actually had gratitude for yourself.
And that's easy. And then you can ask, wow, what would my body need now? What if you didn't make it only routine or autopilot? And that's the biggest thing. I think this is to get us off of autopilot. What if we asked the question, what if we were aware? So here's the awareness. Do I want oil today? Do I want cream? What's my body require?
Yeah, well, you talked about this in your other show about how this H1N1 could end up being a real gift for us to step back, or rather step forward and say, hey, what's it going to take for me to be healthy today?
Exactly. And what few items can I change? If you could change 3 things in your world, maybe it's eating less dairy. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's taking a walk 3 times a week. Maybe it's doing some push-ups and sit-ups every night before I go to bed. Mm-hmm. I mean, as insignificant as that sounds, it gets your body moving. Maybe it's 1 yoga pose. Man, you're going, I don't know any yoga. Well, you know what? There's nothing closer than the internet. You go on yoga.com and you will find 1,000 poses that you can do. Mm-hmm. So you just pick a pose that seems really relevant to you. Or a lot of people have WeFit. Go on WeFit. Do a couple of exercises.
Absolutely.
You know, stand up and do, everybody knows jumping jacks from school. Push-ups, jumping jacks, and a stretch. Then you're good to go for a while.
And then also you were going before about the tools of leaning forward, leaning back, and asking the question on what would my body require of me
exactly.
Today?
So we have the lean, and most people from my office know. You ask the body, is this something that's going to nourish the body? Is this something good for me? Is this something that's going to bring me more health? Is this going to boost my immune system? Okay. Everybody thinks alcohol, or a lot of people think alcohol is bad.
Yeah, a lot of people walk around with the belief that alcohol depresses the immune system.
Well, we're always talking about quantities here. Okay, a glass of Grand Marnier is probably not going to depress your body unless you forgot to eat today. That's not the best choice to go with. Okay, a glass of wine is not going to hurt your body. Not likely, unless that's the 4th bottle today. Okay, so, you look at this and you go, I shouldn't be doing this. If you're getting a should in your head, you might want to stop and go, okay, what's really going on?